Hello, everybody out there in the internet. Welcome to Aimless Babble-Z, episode 310. I'm Taking Master, joined by...
RPG Maniac 05.
And Trioptical.
See how we've got so much been playing.
That was like a
Some...
super delayed start. Like, it took so
Well,
long.
I have to, delay it because it doesn't, start the stream, immediately after you push the button, so you just
Yeah,
have to
but
give
it
it a
usually
minute.
doesn't take that long. It was like a
I've
good,
usually
like,
waited, 10 seconds just in case. It's just give it a
oh,
10-second buffer, nothing bad happens, and then, yeah, no issues.
ew.
But yeah, what you've been playing, some middle segment stuff, release date, R. Well, it's not that many
Yay,
R's, but
more R's,
that
more
thing,
R's.
Rapid release response.
that, and the news.
Requesting Tropical as well. Just throw it all in there. Bunch of R's for everything. R's for everyone. We have R's for days, guys. R's for days.
All right, so yeah, I guess I'll leave it to a vote. Do you guys want to hear me talk about Destiny or not? Because I did play it, but nothing really new to report, except for my hunter can get to 320 now. Yay! So that's 2 to 3. Yay!
I
Almost
love
done.
I love hearing you talk about Destiny. It's like my favorite pastime.
It's actually funny because I made a video for my YouTube channel that was like my monthly Destiny update. Like I was kind of bashing the game and trashing the game and being a bit negative, and then there's like an error with the upload. I was like, okay, I can redo it. Yes, I can redo it and be more positive.
Bungie
And nobody
Revenge.
will ever know. And yeah, it'll be fine.
But you'll know Tekken. But you'll know.
Yeah, it's fine if I know, 'cause, it's whatever. So yeah. But yeah, Destiny did the right thing. That's like it. That's all I did this week. Did any Nightfalls. That's pretty much it. And my gonna be 320. And that's pretty much it. I'm not even gonna update the image right now because that's we're just gonna brush over it because it's not worth talking about. On to the next game, which I completely forgot to talk about last week. So ding! Add one to my score because I finished a game on the Vita, Final Fantasy 4. So did all of the. I was like,
Yeah.
it also. Oh yeah, that I had a rant prepared. I completely forgot about it because I guess I finished it and I got over it. But man, the final dungeon in that game is evil. Like all the chests that you get to have monsters in them.
Yes,
It's
they
like
do. I was going
it's
to
a
warn you about
trap.
that,
It's a
but
behemoth, and you can't run away. And they're like really hard. And it's like, dude, after the first like 4 times, I was like, I'm not opening any more chests. And I probably should have caught on sooner. But I was like, yeah, I'm not opening these chests anymore. And I just didn't open any more chests. And it's like they got like trapped chests, and there's like items that are like laying there that you think you can pick up, and it's like surprise, hard enemy fight, and it's like springs out on you, and like doesn't give you a save point. And it's like just evil. That final dungeon is evil. I played that and I was like, I don't know why this game is so popular and like why people just love Final Fantasy 4 in Japan. They're weird. It's crazy Japan. Whatever.
welcome to playing Final Fantasy games because Square Enix hates you. They're like, hey, this looks safe, doesn't it? Nope, it's actually a mimic. Mimics for everybody because reasons.
So
This
yeah,
is why I likes Final Fantasy 12.
finished that one. Enjoyed it. Um, ending was I mean it wasn't up to the modern standard of like Final Fantasy games, but it's its own thing. So whatever. No real negatives or critiques to me there. It hit all the spots, and then I moved on to Final Fantasy 4 Interlude, which is like the in-betweener between 4 and the after years. This game's kind of terrible. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's just the pacing is just terrible, and you start and it's like, all right, let's all go meet at this party, and then like you meet there with all your people, with all the people from the past game, and it's like, oh, something went down, but then it's weird. It's weird. It's just weird because it's like the game starts and like it has you picking up different characters like at different areas, and since it's like stuff has already happened but doesn't explain anything. There's no like exposition or epilogue of like, well, after we took down that moon situation in the last game, it's like, nope, here you are in the world, stuff's happening, and like they still haven't explained a lot, and it's like, well, we're gonna get to this, right? We're gonna like if we don't get to this, like what's happening, or because it's like it just seems like it's just very badly paced right now. I'm like, what is going on? It's like, you're Sid and you're Rosa, and you're like, all right, let's go fly to our buddy's place and celebrate, and then you pick up as Rydia, the summoner lady, and she's all like with the underworld, or not the underworld, but the Feyarch weirdos, and like, yeah, I'm a summoner and I hang out with these weirdos all the time. It's like, oh, okay, and then you have to be Edge,
Exactly how she is.
and then
Exactly how she is.
And then like he didn't make it there, and then like he's just off doing stuff. Like, yeah, I'm in a cave hanging out. It's like it just seems very like not based well of like what is going on here.
I
Maybe
think
because of the
that
bad
still
localization, I
qualifies
don't know.
as a cash in.
And then
Is
it's
what
like
this
and it's like
was.
there's no exposition of like why do these people are here? It's like okay, we're gonna get like explain all this stuff, right? Right? It's like whatever, and then so that's happening, and then what other character was there? Stuff happened, and yeah, like now you're oh yeah, Paul and Farm show up, and they're like, all right, we're back, and it's like yeah, I like you too, and then we get to adventure with them. And stuff's happening, and then it's annoying because you go to the underworld to like fight in this dungeon with like super or not super high level enemies, but just like harder enemies that I remember fighting like later on in the game. And then like I feel depowered because I just finished 4, and it's like why couldn't I just carry my characters over and like have that situation? It was like, yeah, one of those. I finished the game, but then it doesn't continue over because it's not a self-contained or it's not the same game. It's just it's a new game taken. So yeah, it's a interquel. So yeah, I've never played the After Years, but I guess it
I
came
heard
out.
it's not good, so you should
Dang
probably skip
it! Dang
it.
it! So I was gonna play the 4, and then the interlude, and then the After Years, and then play 5. But now I'm like, I should probably just skip to 5 because I am not liking this game.
Yeah,
it's,
you might want to just do that.
it's leaving a very bad taste in my mouth, and it's not getting any better in every second I play it. I'm like, ugh, ugh, ugh. So we went to the underworld, took care of some business, and then we had the whole, oh, I can't stay in the party, got some stuff to take care of, yippee skippy, peace out, and then, oh, I lost someone, and then it's like, oh, okay, so you're not in the party anymore because you're doing whatever. And then we picked up like these random monks when we went to like fight on the mountain, on Mount Hope, or not Mount Hope, but that mountain where Cecil becomes the White Knight, and then stuff's been happening, but they don't say what happened. They're just like, "Oh, we were attacked," blah, and you have like weird. It's like yeah, your party's like 2 monks that like have no names. It's just like Monk A, Monk B, something weird. Cecil, Rosa, and that other monk dude that has a name that I can't think of right now.
I love this game, by the way. I just love the way it's sounding right now.
So that happens. Then we go back to the castle of the monk dude, who's now the king of the monk people, which is pretty cool. And then it's like, oh, well, apparently your wife's pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And she gives birth, and he has a daughter. And it's like, oh, okay. And then Rosa's like, oh, I'll stay behind and help the lady, because I'm not feeling quite well. And it's like Cecil and the monk dude and Paul and Porum now are just like going to do... Oh, yeah, they're like, what's up with all these monsters? Like, we totally just like took care of that business in the last game, and then they all just showed up. I guess we should go investigate. And now we're going investigating. So it's like, yeah, I guess maybe we'll find out after all this shenanigans. Oh, but then it switched to Edge. That's the part when it switched to Edge, and it's like, I'm in caves. I didn't make it to the party, but I'm on my way, guys, because I went the really long way through the caves for some whatever, and just yeah, it's silly right now, and I'm like, I feel like I'm just right. I was playing this. I was like, this clearly was not. They're clearly like not out of their leagues, man. It's like they shouldn't mess with Sakaguchi's masterpiece and be like, oh, let's make a sequel and like have this little in between game that like ties it together. It's like, and like she left it alone. She left it alone, and like yeah, this game has been like just not awesome from the start. So maybe it'll get there. It probably won't, but hey, I can just add to the scoreboard after I finish it. So yeah, at least there's that.
The only bonus.
And I'm like, after playing this, it's like, yeah, maybe there's something to be learned from Final Fantasy, 10, 2, and all the 13 trilogy that should have been like left as one game. It's like maybe we shouldn't like mess with that. The whole formula that we had for like 12 games of like, hey, let's just make the base game and no sequelitis shenanigans. Maybe a spin-off here and there. Advent Children. I mean, Crisis Core, whatever. Tactics, spin-off City. It's cool, whatever. But don't stick that bumper sticker on that Ferrari and be like, hey guys, how's this look? It's like, no, you're ruining a masterpiece. That's what you're doing, Square Enix. Okay, don't go back and like, I don't want to see sequels for like every other Final Fantasy game after I've played this one, because so far I've not enjoyed it. So yeah,
I love it. I just love it.
And I didn't know how I feel about 10-2. I didn't even say anything. Don't get me started. That's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah.
I think 10-2 was good for what it was, and I will leave it at that.
Oh, I can respectfully disagree with your opinion and be like, yeah, the gameplay was awesome, but the story. I mean, yeah, it was a departure because it was like, oh, that's you to have some fun after the sad, soulless, not fun time of 10. But it's like, dude, yeah.
No, it was fine. They had a good time in 10. Nothing went wrong. Nothing went wrong at all. It's fine.
And that's what I'm playing on Vita right now. This sad excuse for a Final Fantasy game with Final Fantasy in the name, but not so much else. What else have I been playing? I played a bit of Street Fighter, but I didn't play like a lot. So it's like not I didn't play anywhere near as much as I did last week. So I was like maybe I should play some more like I did last week and pick up another character. But I was like I really want to play Far Cry, and I was like let me just let everybody that's playing right now get higher rank than me. So when I come back, I can like just fight against scrubs and get the silver and gold tier and get the trophies for them and like be that much closer to the platinum, which is in my it's insight. It's insight if I could just finish flipping. Oh, that's the other thing. I know we talked about this last week, but I got oh wait, maybe I did, whatever. But I got like to 41 on the hard survival and I lost. So it's like, you know, I was like 40 out of 50. 40 out of 50, 80%, 80% there, and then just choked on it. Just choked and like yeah, AI spike, and it's like, oh, you're not just gonna sit there and crouch the entire fight. Well, too bad the game doesn't do this. Or does it way too often to be like, oh, let me actually try to play, and it's like it lulls you into like a false sense of I got this, and then you like end up with some AI opponent that's like not laying over for you, and it's like, oh, my health bar 10 seconds later is gone, and well, how about that? How about that?
Sounds fun.
So I didn't get a lot of Street Fighter action in. I did play some online matches, so. Did okay. Didn't do terrible. So yippee skippy, I'm still in super bronze, and I'm trying to stay that way through. But till I feel like I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to gauge myself, and I want to get those silver and gold trophies, but it's just like I feel like I'll never get there. It's like
What
So-
point? How many points do you need to be bronze?
I think 2,000. So I think 1,500 is ultra bronze, and then 2,000 is silver.
Ultra bronze.
And yeah, there's like 2 tiers of bronze, and it gets to silver. And then I have no idea what's between silver and gold. It might just go from silver to gold, but if it's anything like bronze, it might not. So who knows?
Ultra silver.
Real bronzy
That's why
bronze.
I'm like,
right
oh, at
there.
this point, getting to gold. Oh, yeah. I have a hard enough time winning 50% of my matches, so it's like, ugh, yeah. Whatever. It was fun while it lasted. At least there's like new stuff coming soon in an update, so something to do then. Besides that, oh yeah, the stream thingy. So you know, if I catch you on streams, I kept on playing some stuff. So Mercenaries 2, will not be missed. I got a trophy apparently because I guess I didn't have a trophy before that I got when I was playing it. So that was weird. I was like playing, saw a trophy pop up, and I was like, I didn't know to get this before, whatever. And yeah, I stand by what I said last time. Hasn't aged well. It's okay. It's not terrible, but it feels like one of those last-gen games where it's like open world and they don't let you do all the cool stuff all the time. It's just like, oh, go do this. Oh, you want to do that next cool thing? Well, you have to do this. I guess Assassin's Creed 1 fatigue or syndrome, because it's like, oh, you want to do the next story mission? Well, guess what? You gotta go pop picket some people, go eavesdrops on some conversations. Go climb some towers, go chase down some flags, you know, go do all this busy work that's completely not important. But hey, we had to pad the amount of time you're spending in this game to make worth the money. $60, man. $60, okay? So yeah, gotta make it worth it to get to the end. And I don't know if I'm gonna pick this the playthrough I was just doing back up, because I'm like, yeah, whatever, just doing it for funsies and stuff, so... I completely forgot there was an entire third act, so that was interesting. Because I was like, alright, I'm at the end. I'm chasing down the dude, and he's in his bunker. And it's like, oh, but you need a tactical nuke. And here are the Chinese in America coming in to do stuff. And I was like, oh, this game is a third act. I completely forgot. But, whatever. So,
You got Tales of.
let's see. Yeah, oh, yeah, and then Timesplitters Future Perfect. Oh, yeah, because that game is a timeless classic of amazingness, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed revisiting my good friend Cortez and going through time and doing stuff. And I'm sad there won't be a fourth one anytime soon, if ever, so whatever. But hey, I got to go do all that stuff, like shoot zombies, because, you know, it totally did zombies before any of these other popular games were doing zombies, so yeah. And there's monkeys and stuff and comedy and a robot and jokes. I was like, man, this is like almost like a Borderlands game, but not as much polish or content. So, it's completely different because it's like time travel versus like some barren wasteland planet called Pandora that you don't want to be on. But hey, You're in first person shooting stuff. I mean, you can't jump. That was weird too. I was like, I can't jump. Whatever. So, besides that, that was fun. Fun time. Revisiting time travel game. I think that. Oh wait, one more thing. Far Cry Primal. I finally started it because I was like, I was like, I wasn't sure what I wanted to play this week between Street Fighter and Far Cry, but I was like, I kept having like issues where it's like I wanted to play Street Fighter after I got home from work, but then I'm like tired and my reflexes I know are like not going to be as good if I'm like playing tired. So it's like, why would I jump online and get the crap kicked out of me? And it's like, no, thank you. So I'm like, oh, Far Cry Primal. I completely forgot like how they always do like this opening sequence on each game, and this one, like the one in this one, I mean, it's good, but it annoyed me because it like it does this thing where like a game will like do something where it's like it doesn't tell you how to do something, and then like it lets you die, and it's like, oh, press this button to do this. It's like, why didn't you just tell me before? Why didn't you just do that instead of like embarrassing me and be like, haha, you got stomped by a mammoth, push circle to crouch. It's like F you game. But that was a cool opening sequence with the whole mammoth hunt and stuff, and like the little timeline, the way it like counts down from 2016 to like 50,000 BC or something. It was interesting. Or was it 20,000? I don't remember. It was a long time ago, dudes. And I was like, wow. And then the whole time I'm playing this game, I'm like, man, I'd be a terrible prehistoric human because I'd be scared all the time, and I'd have to learn how to. Yeah, it's like there's no vegan option. It's all meat. Like, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well-
They ate tons of scrounge stuff. They were foragers and hunters.
Yeah, tropical, but like, there's like so much meat in this game. It's like you skin everything. You like you feed it to your. Oh, that's the other thing is like your beast tamer. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, okay, I gotta say, Far Cry Primal to me is like the golden mark in the Far Cry games. It feels like it does everything that all these other games have done, where it's like, you know, GTA 5 or Need for Speed, where it's like, it takes all these other awesome things from previous games in the entry and like does this blah, 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 blah. So Far Cry, it's like, but then it's like, it's cool because it does that, but it doesn't have like all the like, you know, there's no vehicles to drive, so you have to like walk everywhere. It's like, man, it would have sucked to be back like, you know, in prehistoric human times because no cars and just have to walk. Hope you don't get killed by all these wolves and dolls, and there's so many creatures. They're like, man, it would suck to not have like a house to live in. And like the more I play this, I'm like, I'm glad I live in the future because yeah, I don't have to worry about all this stuff. It's like just have a bow and arrow and hope you don't get attacked by wolves or have fire to like. It's cool. There's like a mechanic where like if you have like a club and you set it on fire and you just like swing it at stuff, like depending on what the enemy is, like it'll be afraid and just like run away. It's like, haha, you're scared of fire. Yeah, get away from me because I got fire. I'm a caveman with fire. Yeah, and you know how to do. Yeah, you think it's magic or something. Haha. It's like
the highest level of technology.
I was just about to say.
And then it's weird too because like the enemies in the game, it explains one faction. I've ran into both factions, but like it doesn't explain the blue people. Well, they're not blue, but they have like blue body paint on them for some reason, and I'm like, what's up with that? But they haven't explained it yet. And like the other people are weird because like I guess Tropical's right about like the whole like berries, hunter gathering, whatever. Because there's like some part in the game where it's like you meet some other lady and she's like, oh, here, have some food, and it's like these berries, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then this one
Exactly. Okay, whatever.
The like or the Udom. Yeah, the Udom are the evil people, or the other evil tribe. I don't know what the second tribe's called because they didn't say what their name was. They just attacked me, and I was like, okay, whatever, blue people.
Rude.
And then so the Udom are like only eat. Wow, only meat eaters. Yeah, it's really weird. Like playing this game, it kind of like it. It's weird to say this, but like it makes me think of like a Land Before Time because like there's so many parts where like you're up in the like. Well, you're not up in the mountains, but like the topography of the game, the elevation, like the verticality is like you'll be like looking over valleys a lot of times, and they're just like vast valleys of like mist or trees, and it looks very beautiful. And I'm like, oh, this is like the Great Valley from Land Before Time. There's no buildings because it's 20,000 BC, and like I just keep going back to that. It's just like, man, back in the day, like way back in the day, man. There's no buildings, there's no structures, there's no electricity. Man, I would have sucked to live back. There's like this part where you get bit by a snake. Or not the part where you get bit by a snake, but like one of the enemies has like some poison thingy, and it's like Yeah, you can heal yourself, but or like even like the tutorial menu is like there's maybe a cure for this somewhere in the world. It's like, wait, what? You can't cure poison? Oh no! So if I get bit by a snake, because it like shows a snake in like one of the images, and I saw one, I killed it with my bow and arrow because it scared me. And I was like, oh, so I get bit by that, and I get poisoned. Can I like not heal myself? Do I die? I don't know. Now I'm scared. Now I'm scared because like everything in that game scares me too. That's the other thing. It's like until I had my my buddy animal, my wolf, my white wolf, like going with me everywhere. I was like, man, that game is super tense on the whole sneaking through the the Great Valley, trying not to die. And then, oh my gosh, it does that thing where Red Dead, not Red Dead, but Dead Rising. Like when it gets nighttime, it's super scary and dangerous because like that's when all the predators come out. And it's like I don't know what's around the next corner. I'm effing scared. There's wolves. And then like the lighting is so good that like it gets super dark. So it's like your vision is just like, yeah, have fun with that. And it's like, thanks for Cry Primal because luckily, actually, they did that mechanic that they have in 2 when you go to sleep. You can like choose when you want to wake up. So it's basically like sleep until dawn or sleep until night. So it's like, I don't know, I do want to wake up at nighttime because it's dangerous. But then I guess like also there's some unique animals that come out to hunt that you can hunt at night, but totally not worth it in my opinion.
Of course it is.
So and it's like cool because you have it's weird, but it's cool because you have like this weird hunter vision thing mechanic where it's like you can see stuff like if you've injured it and you're like on the trail of it, it's like leaving blood or some scent, so you can like check it. And man, some animals will just like lead you on a like just for like one pelt of fur, you'll chase something like a mile or something stupid just because it's like if it like starts to run away from you until you get your pet anyway, because you can just like send it in to like kill everything. It's awesome. So well, I mean, it can die, but you can like revive it, so it's cool. But I really like that mechanic of just like. But then it's like before you get the mechanic, you have like the sweet like astral plane spiritual journey of like the Beastmaster dude that's like teaching you this. He like makes you drink some thingy and you have some vision. It's like, oh man, it was very much on the level of Shangri-La, and I was like, man, this is like just as good as if not better than Shangri-La. Like Far Cry should just make some weird spiritual astral plane esoteric game. I'd be all over that, and just like you're like not even in a body, you're just some ethereal spirit floating through the universe. I'd buy that. It's like I've like clearly from playing these last 2 games of like you do some like weird out of body stuff. They just need to make a game about that because that would just be fascinating to me, and I'd love to play it. Because there's like this part when like you're getting it's a trip actually. It's like it's really weird. Like there's all these like glowing spirit animals around you, and it's like you're not in a body because you're just like ethereal and vaporous, and it's really weird, but it's really cool. And I'm like, this is interesting. I share a button it. I'll upload eventually, but yeah, it was a thing, and it was something. But yeah, really enjoying Far. Oh, that's the other thing. Sorry, I keep thinking of like other stuff that's awesome in this game. But like there is like all the spoken language is just like like it's all cavemanish. There's no language because they're all just like you don't know what they're saying because back then they didn't speak English. So yeah, that's neat. And then I put on subtitles, so that's the only reason I know what they're saying. And I really wonder if like you don't put subtitles on, if it's just like hunting and it's like just grunting the whole time. That would be super weird. But I put subtitles on, so it's cool. What else about this game? Map isn't ginormous. I went from like the part where you start to like the very south, and it took me a while. It took me like I don't remember how long in real time, but it took a long time. And then it's really cool because I was like, today I'm like, let me go north and see what's up there. And then if you go north enough, you get to like the I guess I'll call it the frozen tundra, but like it gets like you start getting to like the snowy, mountainy, ice cappy thingy area, and then like you get this meteor that's like cold or something. I can't remember what it's called. And then basically the game tells you you're not wearing, or the clothes you're wearing now will not protect you against the cold in this area. So come back later once you've done that, or just watch this cold meteor, and then make sure you get to warm safety or make a fire before you freeze to death. And I was like, wait, what? So it's in the ice age, or I don't know. But I was like, oh, okay. So let me make a note that I can't go to this part of the map until I've gotten some sweet fur clothing. I guess I haven't made yet. So yeah. Oh, and there's like this whole system of like building, well, not building really, but like gathering. Like the crafting system on this one is like even more on point, just because it's more important and like dialed into like what you need to do in the game. So every time you're hunting or you're out collecting materials, it ties into the village that you start. So certain characters you can like upgrade their houses, which like gives you bonuses, and then as you like you're part of the Wenja tribe. So like if you're out about doing stuff and you're always trying to help the Wenja, you're like, go back to the western village that we have going on where the party's at, and like it keeps upping your population, and like once your population gets like enough, you get like bonuses and more stuff. It's pretty cool, and it's yeah, I'm very much enjoying this game. And if you like Far Cry, you should check it out, because you might have been like, I don't know, I got some reservations about this one. It's in the prehistoric time, blah blah blah. It's like, dude, it totally. I mean, I guess I could see like why some people like wouldn't like it because there's no guns, but whatever, dude. Like, like at its core, it totally just like nails the whole like survival, gathering, hunter, stuff of like back then, and like mixed in with like the open world exploration of Far Cry. It's just perfect match, I'd say. And yeah, just like I haven't even like I think that's like the cool thing is like that, and like they ripped out the whole like stupid, oh, you're just some foreigner in some country killing dudes. So it's like it's less about that, more about just like surviving and like trying to get your village to prosper. And so it feels really grounded in a sensical sense that makes sense setting. And it's like, oh yeah. And then crazy animals got that whole Red Dead thing where it's like, yeah, crazy animals will wreck your stuff and shenanigans, because like sometimes you'll just be like walking around and it's like you hear other animals fighting and it's like, oh, there's danger afoot. So it's like sometimes I'll just be like, okay, let me just like wait for one of them to kill the other one, and then I'll like skin it and then get the materials. Like, I don't need to shoot anything. I need to use my arrows. I'm just gonna like sit it out and wait on the sideline. Or like when you see like mammoths, and like I guess today I figured out you can like shoot them with an arrow, and like if there's any enemy NPCs nearby, they'll be like attacking them, being like, you arrowed me, arr! Oh, that's not the sound mammoth makes. It's more like, arr! That's not either. I can't make a mammoth noise. I'm sorry. Okay, they make that mammoth noise, and then they start like charging them. It's cool. It's like, yeah, sweet NPC on NPC action, and then you can just like sit back and wait, and then be like, oh yeah, and then get your free materials, and then didn't lift a finger. It's great. It's cool too, because like today I saw like a saber-toothed tiger just like jump on a mammoth and just like start. It was like the animation was like really interesting. Hard to describe, but you had to be there. It was cool. But,
Interesting,
yeah.
like
It was
looks
like a
right.
It was like a dynamic like
weird?
thingy. It did. It was just like it like bit on its like neck and like hung on. And it was like you could like tell it was like some sort of like special animation thingy, because like sometimes your wolf does it to I can't remember what animals, but like some animals will just like stick its fangs in its neck and just like like not like go until it like kills it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, very much enjoying it. It's like a sweet, like it's like a unique takedown animation thingy. But that's my little spiel about Far Cry and how awesome it is. So
It's funny because like when you're talking about it, I imagine one of those like timid like monkeys rather than gorillas. That's how I imagine you in the world. You're walking around. Oh, danger over here! It's like, oh, I hear danger.
yeah, that's the really cool thing is like there's a ton of noises for like each animal, so you can like from afar, like before you like, yeah,
You can know what it
yeah,
is.
you can like know what it is. Like I hear a growl, and I'm like, oh, yeah. If I hear like some sort of like, I know it's like some herbivore. Like, psh, it's nothing. It's just some deer or something. Totally cool. Let's just keep going, Wolfie. We got this.
Until the deer skewers you with its antlers or something.
That is yet to happen. So until it does, haha. And it's kind of cool because like sometimes I'll just like run, and like since you run, like if you run, you spook the animals, and like it's like it tells you early, like if you just like sneak up on animals, they're easier to hump. Like if you just like run and keep running, they'll like run. And so sometimes I'll just like keep running, and they'll be like running alongside me, and I'll feel like I am Animal Man through the jungle. We're running, yeah. Like in the pack, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm enjoying this game very much. And that's all I've been playing.
Man, now I want to play it though. It sounds cool. But no, I wasted time playing games that never end. So I am what am I, two on the scoreboard?
Yep.
So I ended up playing a bunch of Guns Up because I have no idea why. It was just like, it's fine. I'm grinding for what do they call them? Munitions is the currency. And I'm just trying to get up to level 25 and then I'll be done because I've gotten all the trophies. But it's gonna take a while. I unlocked the sniper class. Oh, and now I can bring 5 types of units into battle. And I like when I play against the computer, snipers seem to be really powerful because they sort of just sit back and none of my units can, like, none of my towers and stuff can hit them. And they just sit there and keep sniping my stuff. It's like, okay, so that's what I'm going to do to people when I attack them. I'm going to bring snipers and they just won't be able to get me. And that has so far not been the case. The snipers seem kind of dumb. They're just like, I could shoot him from here, but I think I'll get a bit closer, you know, not strain my eyes or whatever. And then they just get shot up. It's like, ah. But other than that, progression is going pretty well. I'm unlocking a lot of medals. Basically, like, through use of your troops, you unlock these medals that give you perks. And I finally got the one for grenade launcher guy. So now I can spawn them much more quickly. And you can get, I don't know where these units come from. I uploaded a video of Wave 17 in defense. So these are like, the developers made up these waves of enemies. Like, they decided the enemy army composition and then they just send it against your base at certain intervals. And Wave 17 was like all guys with rocket launchers and guys with grenade launchers, and then another guy that I've never seen before. He has, like, I don't know what it is. It's like a auto grenade launcher. It fires 6 or 7 of them rapidly in succession, and it's just.
I don't think that's physically possible.
And there was like 20 of them, and they would come up at the same time, and then they would all fire, and you just see.
What?
It's just like raining grenades on my base. It was like, this is insane. Like, the sound is really cool because it's just like, boop, 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 boop. And you see tons of grenades in the air, and all the rocket launcher guys are shooting their rockets. It's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Somehow I did beat it the second time, but the first time was just, yeah, it was very surprising. And like recently they updated the game to make the frame rate more stable, which somehow actually matters in Guns Up, because man, when the grenades started flying, I could barely move the screen. I was like, I want to put landmines down, but it's very laggy and unresponsive right now. So yeah, they need to do some more optimization if that's the way they're gonna play it. So that's fun. And then this week they released the Necromancer Zool into Heroes of the Storm. And for the first time, like, I bought him on the day he came out, which was yesterday. It's like, cool, I got a new character on launch day. I spent way more because, you know, prices are inflated on launch day. It's like, but whatever. And then I tried playing, and usually the queue time to find a match is around 2 to 4 minutes. That one took like 18. I was like, what's going on? And I think what happens is because you can only have one of each character on a team in quick match, and yeah, I guess a ton of people buy the new characters on the day that they come out, and so everyone wants to play the new character, and so it has a hard time finding an opening for you to play with the new character. Because, like, or I guess the flip side of that is apparent. If I use any other character besides Zool, like, these are the fastest queue times I've ever seen. I would push ready, and like 3 seconds later, it's like, oh, game found, and then I'm in the game. It's like, well, that's pretty cool. This past weekend was the Spring National Championship, I guess, for North America. A lot of people I'm playing with must have watched it, and it's kind of cool. Like, I guess watching pro games does make everyone better. People are demonstrating an understanding and strategy that they haven't demonstrated previously. They things like, so when you hit level 10 as a team, you get your like ultimate abilities. And in the pros, like before I watched it, people didn't do this, but then after the tournament, uh, if your opponent has level 10, you do not want to go fight them because they will destroy you, and so everyone runs away. And that is not what people used to do, or at least when I was playing. And now every time other team hits level 10, it's like, oh, everyone run away, and you all scatter out into the different lanes. So either, yeah, everyone watched the same games I did, and now everyone is like aware of the same things, or I've just gotten better at the game, and now I'm being matched with a higher tier of players. Like, I don't know. But yeah, the Necromancer, he's pretty powerful. He can, every time an enemy minion dies near him, he raises a skeleton out of it, and you can have, I think, five skeletons at a time. And then he has this one skill where it turns his regular attack into an area effect attack with his scythe, and it slows down the attacking speed of anyone that it hits. And man, it is super powerful. You can clear waves of minions so easily with him. And then I only played 2 games with him because they're like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait 20 minutes between games. That I could play a game in the middle of that. So I started playing with other characters and discovered playing against Zool, like, he's pretty hard to kill. You can't really burst him to death in the way that you would think you could, because he looks like a skinny guy. So, yes, you have to be careful. Oh, it reminded me of a story, actually. Or not a story, just observation while I was playing that was pretty funny. Have you ever heard, like, back in the day when you played Call of Duty online, and you would, if someone on your team was upset with someone else on the team because they weren't good enough, like, oh, that guy is dragging down the whole team, and the thing that they would say was, you should go sell the game. Sell Call of Duty.
No, I never.
You never heard that?
No.
I feel like that's what they said, because like in Heroes of the Storm, which is free to play, you can't tell someone to sell the game. It's like, you should sell this game because you're terrible at it. So the one that I've been seeing is people say you should uninstall the game. I'm like, that's kind of, I mean, it's correct, but it's sort of I don't know, it feels lazy. Yeah. And then I guess briefly, like, I got a super good deal on a 2DS because I had to buy, well, so my wife was saying you should buy Yokai Watch because, you know, my daughter likes it. And I was like, okay. And I went out and looked, and I saw that 3DS or 2DSs were like $20 off, and they came with the game. It's like, so I could spend 40 on the game, or I could spend somewhat more and get a game and a system, and then she doesn't have to touch my system all the time. Like, you know what? I'll do that. So we got a 2DS with Yokai Watch. I haven't really played it, but I like how it. Oh, I didn't know it had a theme song.
It does.
Yeah, I was like,
Dear
wow,
God,
it's like
it does.
somewhere between Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon's theme song.
It's a very unusual theme song.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever make it to the whole theme though. It's like it's a bit much.
I th- I don't remember any of it except for the yo, but which made me think of Yu-Gi-Oh. But
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
bit much. Because even like even in like their even their promo videos are kind of annoying too. So I just like I can't, I don't like any of the songs that are happening right now for any of this. It's like we should just stop doing what we're doing, guys. Stop doing what we're doing. Japan is weird.
yep.
That's all there is to it.
That's what I've been playing. Pretty boring week. Again, paralyzed by what should I play, and then playing the stuff that can never be finished.
Or can it?
Well, I mean, I have a goal for Guns Up. For Heroes of the Storm, I guess my goal was to get all the characters, but now it's even more than that. It's like, oh, I want the master skins on some of these, and it's literally like hundreds of thousands of gold will be required to get everything, and they keep releasing more stuff, so it's pretty much impossible.
Let's see. You should stop playing MOBAs.
It's just the one.
For now. But you should
That's
just, like,
true, because I'm
3 of
actually
them.
I'm pretty excited about Paragon.
See.
Smite is like, it's okay.
I played Smite, and I was kind of just like, oh, this is. I don't know if it's because it was just like all the classes are kind of basic at the moment, so it wasn't as exciting as I would hope. But I mean,
Who did you play as?
Raw.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually the arena mode is actually kind of fun. But other than that, it's just like it's kind of bare. But I was reading up on some of the other characters though, and some of their skills seem like it would be more interesting to play with them because the ones that are already unlocked are kind of straightforward. But it seems like the other characters they're a bit stranger in their abilities. So it would be because like there's the one god that's like reliant on portals for his fighting style, but I think he only has like one actual attack, like offensive ability, and the rest of it is like him creating portals for his allies and stuff to get through. So I was like, huh, that'd probably be interesting if they in the match if you could ever unlock stuff like that. So I was like, I think it just kind of depends. It might just depend on unlocking other characters or something is maybe what it is, but the basic ones that you start with are kind of just like, this is just normal MOBA stuff, so it's not, I don't know. I mean, part of the draw for me, though, is like, because the whole mythology angle with all the gods and stuff, so that was kind of cool. But other than that, it's like, eh, eh. But I played Galak-Z briefly, but then I had to stop playing it once I saw that there probably going to be like some kind of stealth mechanic involved because they're all like, oh, that circle around your ship means it's the range that the enemies can hear you. I was like, oh, well, I already see where this is going, so yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this game. Sorry, we're not playing this game. So I like got through like the first level or whatever, and I was like, okay. I've played enough just in case, so I'm good. I'm never gonna play this game again because I refuse. I don't do stealth, guys. I don't do stealth. So yeah. And the sad thing is, it probably would have been a fun game, and I can never play it. So yeah, I do like the art style though. It's nice. But yeah, I don't even want to put myself through that. So I've mainly been playing Cyber Sleuth and Fire Emblem, which I picked up too. Cyber Sleuth, I actually got close to finishing because it was like it did the whole point of no return thingy, but then there was like a bunch of free DLC that came out, and I was like, oh, let me grab all this. So then yeah, that happened. So they like released a bunch of like free mission packs and everything, and like a Digimon or whatever to digivolve into. So I'm currently trying to get that one, but one of the mission packs involves like fighting the seven demon lord Digimon. So they're all like based on like each of the seven deadly sins or whatever. But I'm only like partway through that right now because reasons and stuff and things. So it's just delaying me further because that seems to be the name of the game this year. It's like, hey, you want to finish this game? Nope, we can't let you because reasons and things. And then even after that, they started releasing more mission stuff. So I have like the case board is just like full of cases for me to take, and I'm like, okay, I'm like never finishing this game, am I? So I've made peace with my not beating anything until like December. So it's happening, guys. It's happening. I'm never finishing a game. Never finishing a game. But I'm still enjoying it at least. So if only for just like the nostalgia effect of having all the Digimon and all the happy fun times of not having a Pokemon game right now. So I have that. So it's okay. Everything worked out. And then last week, wait, was it last week? I don't know. Either way, I picked up Fire Emblem Conquest. Um, Thankfully, it was like I think it was a Friday, so that one guy wasn't there, the one who likes to lose games or whatever. But it's like everybody seems to be picking up Birthright instead.
Hmm.
So because I've noticed a lot of people, like a lot of the castles you can visit, are like all from the Birthright side of the thing. Is like, oh, that sucks. Everybody's playing Birthright instead. And I think also sales numbers. Yeah, they released like the sales numbers too, and it was Birthright outsold Conquest. So I don't know. Maybe everybody just has this whole have to play as the good side thing or something. Although the Conquest side aren't technically like evil in the sense that normal groups are evil. It's just like the king that's on that side. He's like a serious a-hole. But everybody else is like super nice though, because like all your siblings and stuff, they're all like willing to sacrifice themselves for you, and they're all like getting along great, and they all love each other and stuff. And then you have the king who's like, if you misstep, I'm going to kill all of you. And it's like, ah, cool. Thanks, Dad. You're the best. So yeah, he's like the only like terrible person there, and the rest of them are like they're pretty cool. So I mean, I'm assuming like everybody only like fears them is because of him, not necessarily the rest of them, because all the rest of them are like super nice. So like I don't know. None of you guys are evil, so I don't know what the problem is here. But they're all the best. They're all just so great. I enjoy them. I think this is one of the things I've always liked about the Fire Emblem games is like because like similar to like games like Valkyria Chronicles and stuff is how they go through the trouble of like giving all these having like this whole giant cast of characters, but then like they all have their own thing going on. So you can have like your favorites and stuff, and then and do all kinds of fun stuff, and everything. There's like quite a few new mechanics added to this one, or added to both of them, I guess you would say. You now have a feature where you can like build your own castle now. So it's like it kind of works as like your hub world, and you can like add statues and shops and all this stuff, and you can actually visit other people's castles to see how they have their stuff set up, and you can like interact with their various buildings and whatnot. You can also like battle their castle too, and if you like win, you can actually recruit characters from their team, or like get a skill for a cheap price or something from them. So it's like you could just go visit people and like attack all of them and stuff like that, or they can invade you and all these other things. So it's like it's kind of cool. But so you can pretty much like build up your defenses and like place like different like turrets and well, I mean, on for the conquest side, you can do like turrets and like golems and stuff. And I can't remember what because I remember like going to Thrallmine's castle, and I forgot what defense thingies he had for his before I stole one of his characters for revenge. So it was I don't remember. I don't remember, but yeah, it doesn't matter. But they've also changed, or there's also like a new mechanic where you can. It's called like a dragon vein thing, where it alters the environment. So in certain levels, there's like these little points on the map where you can like go to with one of it has to be somebody of like royal blood, and they can activate it and it'll change like the landscape or something. So like in one level, we were like in a cave fighting like this whole army of ninjas or whatever, and anytime you activate one of the dragon veins, it'll cause like some towers to like appear to block off certain pathways, and then it'll cause other ones to like disappear. So you can like open up different pathways, and like you can kind of alternate it to kind of bottleneck because you're like severely outnumbered in some of these things. So it's like in that one, you can kind of like cause them to like bottleneck into certain places and kind of keep playing around with the dragon vein then. Or there was like another one where it created like a duplicate team of the players you were playing with, and it's like they can assault the other side of the level that you were on, and it's like it kind of functions the same way as you're just controlling like a whole small little army on the other side. So it's cool new mechanic thingy that they added, and they also like altered some of the previous mechanics like the pair up system and everything. So now pairing up kind of works more defensively, and then to do like offensive stuff, it's like you just have to have them like next to each other instead of like actually pairing them up as one unit. So they changed that as well, and then the kid mechanic came back, so you can like have people get married and have children now, except that they're not using like the weird time travel excuse for that one now. So it's some other reasoning that allows your kids to like age up quickly, so you can like recruit them for stuff and things. So that's cool. I love all the kids so far though. They're pretty great, but they're weird. But it's cool though. Let's see. I haven't gotten Birthright yet, but I'm probably gonna buy it after because like at a certain point in the story, you have to choose. You have to choose a side. I think it's like chapter 6 or something, and you can based on which game you have to choose one or the other side. Unless you already own both games, then you can choose whichever side you want. But probably gonna. I was thinking about getting it earlier, but I don't know how far I am into the game now, so I might end up just waiting until I beat Conquest and then just going back and doing Birthright before Revelations come out. I think in like a couple of weeks. So, um, but yeah, that's mostly it. I think on that, and that's pretty much all I've been playing. So,
Okie dokie. Our time, I guess, then.
Moving on to releases.
Yes.
Is everyone playing something?
huh?
Is everyone playing something?
Oh, I was
I'm
laying
not.
down because I have a headache, so I was like, oh.
Ah, I see. Well, yes, we move on to the third rapid release responses. If you haven't heard this before, it's basically we go to releases.com. I read off the title of the game that's coming out, and the other two, they respond with a yes, no type noise or a in the case that they don't know the game that I'm talking about. And then I'll read a brief, often truncated description, and then they get to make their reaction. As always, we skip PC and Mac and Xbox One games, because two of them because there's too many, and one of them because we don't care. Okay, so here we go. Well, we're going to skip the first week because we missed it. We move on to March 8th.
Whoops.
First game is Tom Clancy's The Division.
Nope.
No.
I'll see you in the fall when you're $20 or cheaper. Unless there's a flash sale before then, yeah.
Yeah, I should follow what Tekken's doing. Even though, like, it seems really cool, I do want to play it.
I don't even know if even when it's cheap, I probably still won't get it because like by the fall it'll be too late. There'll be like way too many things going on.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so you played it though. Like, did you think it's good
That's right,
though?
G, you played the beta.
I did play the beta. You're correct.
Is it good? Did you think it was good?
I mean, it existed.
Okay.
You know, that was a thing. I mean, it seems like it has potential, but it's one of those things where I'm like, I've seen this all
Yeah,
before. It's like I don't think I want to do this again.
it's
I
like
don't
I've
think
been on this ride before.
it's like it was fun the first time when I didn't get my spaceship battles, and I'm not playing that game again. So we're not doing this to Division. We're not doing this. You can't be trusted anymore.
All right. Next one is Blastem Bunnies, also March 8th. PS4 and PS Vita.
I
I
have no
don't
idea what this
even
is.
know what that is.
Originally released on the 3DS, Blastem
What?
Bunnies is a first-person shooter where players take on.
I'm interested, but probably
Take
not
on
gonna do
what?
it.
What do they take on? Drop.com. What are they taking on? Evil
Obviously, the
carrots?
predators too.
Wolves?
I guess they
Yeah.
take on bunnies because it's Blastem Bunny. Or is it description of the bunnies themselves?
Bunnies are blastums, maybe. They're fighting evil carrots. Or evil wolves. Or I don't know. I don't know, man.
Or
I don't know.
robotic, psychotic bunnies that are trying to slaughter and enslave the good bunnies that made them.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the cover looks like there's a slightly overweight or maybe bunny in a blue t-shirt and red eyes. Though I guess they just naturally have red eyes, right?
No.
Oh,
No?
some of them do, but not all of them.
All right then.
Uh,
So it's the bunnies that are Blastem.
Oh no. Maybe. I don't know.
All right. Also, last one for March 8th. Colot? Kholat for PS4.
I have no idea what this game is.
I don't know what that is.
Colot is a game developed by independent studio imgn.pro and is inspired by true events known a.
Wow. So that didn't help at all. Probably not, I guess.
Right. Moving on. The next one, March 10th. Fire Emblem's Fates Revelation 3DS.
Yes, but probably not immediately because I thought to get through Birthright first.
Yeah, I still have a broken 3DS, so still not getting any 3DS games anytime soon.
March 11th, Hitman, PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
I've already pre-ordered it, and I'm waiting the second beta of the same stuff, probably.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm also
Yeah.
interested.
I am interested, but probably
It's
not going to
still
get a release
free.
time. I know. I know. Damn it. Aren't they doing like a beta for PlayStation Plus
Yeah.
user or something soon? I'll play that and see how it goes, and then we'll go from
Next one, March 15th, Senran Kagura Estival Versus for PS4 and Vita.
No, I'm
there.
not a fan of that series.
Me either.
All right. Also March 15th, EA Sports UFC 2,
Mm-mm.
Xbox One, PS4. Nope.
Nope.
Samurai Warriors 4 Empires, PS3, 4, and Vita.
Miss a game.
No.
March 15th, Aegis of Earth Proto Novus Assault, PS3, 4, and Vita.
I have no idea what this is.
I don't know what that is.
ASCII Games is bringing this action strategy game to consoles and handhelds. The idea is simple.
What's the idea? What's the idea? I'm like, why are you doing this to me?
I've heard of ASCII games before, but I have no idea what this is.
Or, I
Some
guess
sort of
that's
strategy
wrong.
game.
It's like Axis,
I think
right?
it's Axis, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's an
an
action
action
strategy game.
actually sounds like it might be interesting, but I've never heard of this game, so I don't know. What is it called again?
Aegis of Earth, Aegis, Proto Novus Assault. The box art is just the logo on a shield of some sort, and it's
I guess
black because it's placeholder art.
Hmm. I don't know.
It's like
I
less and less information, even though I've said more and more.
it's like I don't actually know. I don't know. Maybe, maybe because I mean I do like strategy games, so I'm curious as to what this is.
Hmm. Yeah, I would like to know more as well. And then finally, March 15th, Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo, PS4 and Xbox One.
I don't even know what that is, so no. I
There's
just
There
a
is always room for a good rally game, and Sebastian Loeb Rally Evo looks to fill that void. Oh my gosh, almost a complete sentence.
there's a void.
I know there's like
Did I miss
a
something?
new dirt game I think coming to PS4 or
There's a
some
dirt
other,
rally coming to
yeah, so it's
PS4,
like
yeah.
actually that void is gonna be filled by not you game Sebastian Loeb, sorry.
Oh.
'Cause I'm not familiar with this franchise.
I don't know who that is, so yeah, no.
Oh, also we skipped Wii U games because only I have a Wii U.
But
Uh,
still, I might be interested in them though.
okay,
You
okay.
don't know. You
Never
don't
mind.
know,
Wii
Tropical.
U is back. March 18th, Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice, 3DS. Yeah, Sonic Man?
I
The
don't. I
sigh
don't.
is a no.
I
In
don't
case
know where I stand with Sega at this moment. We're going through some stuff right now. We're going through some stuff.
How
So I
about this
mean,
one? March 18th. Still March 18th. Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games for the 3DS.
That's one
no.
franchise I'm glad I never played any of the
Yeah, 'cause I don't
games
think I've
on.
ever played any of the Olympic game ones. Wait, did I? No, I might have played one of them, but it was at someone else's house.
I played one. It was fun.
Hmm. It could be fun. It could.
And finally, March 18th, Pokken Tournament for Wii U.
If I had
I
a Wii U,
I
dot
would
dot
play it
dot.
if I because I would be interested in like brutality in the Pokemon world, taken
Yeah, I
to its
want
logical
to see it.
conclusion.
I've seen gameplay, but it's not that. It doesn't look that bad. It looks okay.
To its logical conclusion.
March 22nd, Lichdom Battle Mage for PS4 and Xbox One.
This sounds familiar.
What is it?
Everyone likes tossing fireballs in first person,
Oh yeah.
and Lichdom
Sold.
Battle Mage is set to deliver
I,
that.
I have a game already like this. I just haven't played it. It was first person sorcery or something. Because it's like some small developer
Oh
indie
yeah.
game, but I haven't played it. So I'll get this when it's on flash sale or something for like $5.
Hmm.
There's only so much you can do in first person with guns. Just saying.
That's true.
It would be fun, I guess, to kill people with magic in first person
And fireballs.
and fireballs.
Trackmania Turbo, PS4 and Xbox One.
Is this a racing game? No, thank you.
It is that
Hmm.
racing game.
Then no.
Republic on PS4.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting. I didn't even know it was coming out on PS4 actually, so I am pumped.
Yeah, it looks like episode 5 comes out on PC that day, March 22nd.
Ooh,
And
so it's all the episodes. I don't have to worry about
possibly.
the yeah, the long wait of people on mobile and PC.
I don't know what Republic
Oh, it's
is.
a stealth game RPG, so yeah, we'll see.
Oh, then
Or
no.
the world of episodic gaming continues to evolve. Republic is the latest in the trend as player.
God damn it. But
And
probably.
finally, March 22nd, 101 Ways to Die on PS4.
Well, that doesn't sound pleasant at all.
It does
That
not.
does not sound pleasant at all. Why would anyone even play a game like that? How would you even
It's like
play a
it's a
game like
goal to
that?
die. Like
Like, I'm gonna say, like,
it's kind of how it seems.
what's this for?
March 23rd, The Elder Scrolls Online, The Thieves Guild, I guess is an expansion, PS4.
Don't have Elder Scrolls Online. Don't. Not a fan of the franchise. Not getting it.
Me either. I played the beta, but then I was like, I had my fill.
Alien Nation, PlayStation 4, also March 23rd. Ooh.
Alien Nation. That sounds like a game that's already out.
Yeah, I was just about to say, because it sounds
Sounds like
familiar.
something off of Steam or
Huh?
something that I either bought or played. Or
Or am
that
I reading it wrong? It's one word, Alienation.
Oh. That changes everything. Yeah, I have no idea what that is then.
yeah.
Unleash pain upon a nation of aliens in this top-down shooter, which serves as a spiritual follow.
Wow, really? It's called Alien Nation because
I
it's
get it because you're
yeah.
like, that's not at all what I thought it was going to be about. Because I thought it was going to be about some secluded thing where you're like on your own and screwed. But then it's like, well, it's not because reasons. Hmm. So then no.
Cute. All these are PC games. PC. Hyrule Warriors Legends on March 25th for 3DS.
No, I don't like the Warrior games. I've gotten off the boat. I've gotten off the boat. They can't take me back. They can't take me back.
And then they just announced this recently, March 29th, Resident Evil 6, PS4 and Xbox
I'm gonna
One.
wait for the all three in one bundle coming when Resident Evil 4 comes out because they're saving the best for last for some reason. But whatever.
Ugh,
That way you
Resident
can't just like get 4 and be like whatever to the other two. That's why it's a trap.
That's probably why.
Because
Ugh.
we all know what happened after Resident Evil 4.
Ugh.
The shark they jumped when they went downhill after that.
Ugh.
All
Resident
action.
Evil 4. The glorified escort mission. Ugh. Ugh.
That's like one part of the game RPG. That's like
It's a very
maybe one
large
one
part.
chapter. That's like one chapter
And
of the, like an 8 chapter game. And there's like the whole Ada Wong like side story that's probably gonna be included. Well, it better even be included this time. Then you can play that and be like, I played the side mission with Ada, but never the Leon thing. So I got to that part to escort Ashley, and it was terrible. So
I already had Ada in the movies, so I'm good on my Ada fix. It's fine. It's fine.
she has a whole campaign in 6, so you know you can revisit
And
that.
she has a whole part in whichever one was the name of that last movie that I can't remember because there's so many damn subtitles for these thingies. Was it Aftermath? Extinction? Apocalypse?
I, I have no idea.
What is the meaning?
Resurrection.
I know, right? It's like at this point, I don't even remember. I don't even remember what order they're in. There's just so
Why don't they
many.
just have numbers like the games? Oh.
Right? That would have made. I mean, the only one that makes sense is like the last one's being called Final Chapter, so you'll always know which one that one is. The other ones, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know which one you are. I don't know.
I did like 6, but I don't like it enough to buy it again for like $40 or $30.
I think each is going to be 20.
Ooh, well, I'll wait for the bundle. Because I did just play 5, and it was actually decent and held up. So I was like, yeah, and I do like 6. Just because it has Leon in it, and Ada.
I'm interested in like what multiplayer, how
Yeah,
that's going to be
They have,
enhanced.
they have all that and like not DLC it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get to play it on the 6 because I got it on PS360. So
March 29th, Knights of Azure. I think that's how you say that. On PS4.
I have no idea what this is.
I am interested in it, but my only issue is that Gust is developing it, and I.
Well, I've heard enough. No thanks.
It's like, so I'm kind of like, but the thing is, like, because it looks cool. From all they've shown, it looks like they've actually tried to make a game this time. So I'm like, oh, this might actually not turn out terrible, and it's been getting like good reviews in Japan so far. So I'm like, oh, maybe it might actually be a good game this time and not be Gust. Because
Maybe it will.
Maybe they saw from
it
what
will.
From Software did, and they're like, you know what, guys, we can do that. We've made a lot of. Okay, we haven't made any mediocre games; they're all terrible, but still, this could be our chance. It could be our own Dark Souls. People are gonna know about us after this, and things will be different. Yeah. Or
because
something.
it looks like a cross between like Valkyrie or not Valkyrie, Valkyrie Profile and like one of those either DMC I'm going with here. One of those. It's like some weird cross between those two games, but
DMC?
Devil May Cry.
and it's like because it's an action RPG where you have like a
Oh,
servant demon guy with you, or like I guess you can like change which one you have, but it's an action RPG and you have like these demons that help you fight and stuff, but like you can have things like mapped to your face button for like different spells and stuff. So it's like it's kind of like similar to how the Valkyrie profile did their like different characters are mapped to face buttons for different attacks and stuff. So
Okay.
hmm. Interesting. Maybe. Continuing with March 29th, MLB The Show 16, PS3 and PS4.
I didn't play sports games. Nope.
I don't know how to sports.
And also Trillion God of Destruction for PlayStation Vita.
I think I saw this on Twitter. It's some sort of like a shooter thing. But no.
So you're not an actual god of destruction.
No, you have like it's got like boss enemies with like a 10 of health or something weird. It's like their
It's
health bars
a
are like,
strategy RPG.
oh, it's Treasure RPG. Well, I might have to
Hmm.
reconsider.
That RPG, you say? For the Vita, you say? Hmm. You have my attention now.
Guess I'm just judging it from all those screenshots.
I might pick that up. What is it called? Destruction?
Trillion God of Destruction.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that.
This one must be a bug because it says March 31st, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 is coming out on PS3 and Xbox 360. Oh wait, no, that actually could be true because Pro Skater 5 is the one that everyone
one that's
hated
terrible
on
last year.
PS4 and Xbox One. And they did say they were going to put it on the old consoles.
Eventually? Just like,
Eventually, I guess it's March 31st.
have this.
And then these are in March, but don't have an exact date. Organic Panic, PS4 and Xbox One.
I don't know what that is. Is it like
Or-
a pinata, but with plants?
Organic Panic is a super kooky physics-based platformer with totally destructible environments.
That sounds interesting. I do enjoy physics. Indeed.
Physics platformer.
Indeed. So, heavy.
And that's it that they have listed for March 2016. Those are the releases. I recently discovered that releases.com is not very comprehensive. So I guess we just do this for fun. The big releases are going to be all there, though.
You would think.
Yes, I would think.
That's how they get you.
So I guess that's another rapid release responses. Let's go on to the news. There's a few quick ones first off. We mentioned the Drive Club mobile app was coming out soon. Well, it's out now. So if you have Drive Club, you can download the app onto your iOS or Android device, and it lets you monitor the challenges. So if you're participating in any challenges or you sent challenges to your friends or whatever, you can look at the leaderboards on there. It's pretty bare bone, I guess, in that way. You can't really, you can't check on your club or anything like that.
Well, then what's the damn point?
I guess the game is all about challenges, so
No.
just the redesign is just totally focused on challenges. Also, the beta for PlayStation 4's 3.5 update is starting. It's codenamed Musashi.
Ooh.
And it's got new social features, friends online notifications. You can appear offline now. those events that I thought were really cool. Now users can make events. But one of the big ones is remote play is coming to PC and Mac. So you'll be able to stream your PS4 to your PC or your Mac. And sort of related to that, they stopped shipping out PlayStation TVs. So the little box that most people thought of as just using it as a remote play box, like they aren't sending those out anymore. And I guess if, 3.5 is going to have streaming to PC, maybe they decided, you know what, nobody needs this anymore because more people have PCs. And, what is the other function of PlayStation TV except play Vita games on your TV? So it's still got that. But man, there's just so many little streaming boxes now. I think I have 4 of them. I don't even have that many TVs. So yeah. Probably why it died. Couple. It's not really a delay. Well, so this one, Uncharted 4 is a delay. They delayed it a few weeks. Now it's coming out May 10th. And it was going to be April 20 something. I don't remember. Why? They didn't really say, but they promised that it's going to be worth the wait.
Actually, they said it was manufacturing or something.
Yeah, they said something about it's like, well, then we'll be able to smoothly launch it around the world. So, yeah, I guess maybe the disc printers were busy the week before.
If you have a digital copy pre-ordered, you're like, well, F everybody else. Let me just get my copy early.
Exactly.
And that's not an issue for me. What's up with that, Sony?
I wonder if that's going to happen. Like 2 weeks before May 10th, they'll just be like, you know what? It only kind of makes sense. So here you go. Or, they might just take the extra time and be like, let's work on it more because we're crazy and perfectionists.
Also, apparently, RPG has been dropped from the call, and I guess his Skype crapped out on him because he's not online.
Oh. Well, then. We'll just continue with the news here. This one affects Tekken more than RPG, I suppose. Mass Effect Andromeda is this fiscal year, but not this calendar year.
I already predicted this because I was like, it's not going to come out this year. Like, I've been saying that since they said holiday 2016. I was like, it's not holiday. It's going to be Q1, and it's effing Q1. Like, I'm just going to say, Tekken was right, because I've been calling it. I called it since they said it, so it's whatever. I was already prepared.
Yeah, apparently this was Chief Financial Officer talking to investors during Morgan Stanley's Technology, Media, and Telecom Conference. And the entire answer, it's sort of interesting because we get to see what they're releasing. So he says, we've got a great year ahead. First time trying to tap down Wall Street expectations, then build it up. And so basically they say they've got a Battlefield first-person shooter coming in the third quarter, a third-party title from Respawn. It's the second Titanfall title. And then they've got Mirror's Edge in the first quarter, which is May 24th. And then Mass Effect in the fourth quarter, which is between January and March 2017. So there's a new Titanfall coming out at the end of the year. And new Battlefield, which they haven't really said anything about yet. So that's sort of cool.
Didn't they say they were going to go to every other year with Battlefield, though? Or did they ramp it up to every year?
Well, it's been a while with the... I don't know. Do we count Hardline as Battlefield?
That's the thing. Is like I thought they were going to have like that's what's throwing me off because I know that like every other year they were having like 1, 2, 3, 4 blah blah blah. But are they just going to have like in between not numbered ones now?
I guess because Medal of Honor fell through.
Oh yeah, that's probably what it is.
Because that was going to be the one in between.
Yeah, right.
They supported Battlefield 4 way longer than I think they were going to. I think they were going to do Medal of Honor, but then it was like, nope. People didn't like it. Activision is doing what EA is doing in that they're also not going to be at E3. Or they're not going to have their own booth. Apparently the next Call of Duty will still be there, but it will most likely be with the PlayStation stuff because they're partners in Call of Duty now. And they haven't announced if they're doing something like EA, which was like EA announced EA Play, I think it was called.
Yeah, EA Play. That's
It's sort of like a public open one.
So that'd be kind of crazy because those are the top 2 publishers. So like
I know.
if they're gone, that either like will make a lot of space for everybody else. Maybe Crazy Kenjo Hollow come back, or like, you know, all the not big 2 like to gobble up all the space or something.
Yeah.
Maybe, like platform holders would be like, oh, let's get in on that.
Well, you know, Bethesda's doing another thing. People are excited about that.
What what's happening?
This one I was interested in. So Disney Infinity, they announced that they're not releasing 4.0 in the holiday season.
I know. I was so excited about this because I'm like, okay, I could totally buy 3 now. I could totally do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to continue supporting it. And I was
It's a
like,
drop.
no, I'm okay with it. It's too late. I'm already in, guys. I'm already in. Like, Disney, you got me now. You got me.
Yeah, they basically said instead of releasing a 4.0 at the end of the year, they're just going to do 4 playsets for 3.0 this year, and each one is going to be there's going to be one for each of the big 4 properties under Disney. So Disney Originals, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars.
Oh, that's cool.
You had me at Disney. It's fine.
The Marvel one we already know is Marvel Battlegrounds. That comes out on the 15th. And at the same time, they're going to be releasing 4 or 3 new characters. Black Spider-Man, like already, you could buy him if you bought the Vita version, but now you can get him individually. Black Panther, who looks like that figure looks awesome. Ant-Man, and a 4th one.
Vision or something?
Vision,
Yeah.
yes.
Wait. By Black Spider-Man, do you mean Miles, or do you mean his alien costume? The symbiote.
The black suit Spider-Man.
Okay. You confused me with that.
Actual Black Peter.
I know
Miles.
his name. Disney Classics, they only announced one figure that's coming out. It's Baloo from the Jungle Book. Sort of as a celebratory release figure for the Jungle Book live action movie that's coming out.
Gross.
But they went with like classic animated Baloo.
Obviously, they're not going to like.
It's
Be a bear.
It's a bear.
It's bear. Thank you.
What was the other one? Oh, and I guess like the Zootopia figures are out now. They came out on the 1st.
Yeah, I need to go see that movie too.
So, you know, it's maybe sort of easy to guess what they're going to be releasing as far as playsets because we know what movies are coming out. So Marvel Battlegrounds is clearly like a Civil War type tie-in.
Civil War, yes. That's only a couple of months away. It's only a couple of months away, guys.
Pixar is releasing Finding Dory, so that's probably that one. Alice Through the Looking Glass, so probably some Alice in Wonderland things, and then Star Wars Rogue One is a possibility, or they could be doing a Star Wars Rebels playset because we have those characters, but they don't have their own playset right now.
I'm gonna go with the first one, Tragical, where it's like
Rogue One.
You were right across the board. All the stuff that they're doing is in sync and in unison because that's how giant corporations roll. So yeah.
Well,
The second I see it on sale anywhere, it's happening. It's like, I will take one of everything, please. One of everything.
And then finally, like, I think this is a interesting topic of discussion. But basically, Microsoft had a press conference last week where they showed off a bunch of games. But the big thing that came out of it was that they're going to be Microsoft is planning to unify its PC and Xbox One gaming platforms into one ecosystem that runs universal Windows applications. And part of that, it was sort of implied that, oh, now, we want to uncouple hardware and software. So basically, they want to. It sounds like what they're talking about is following more the mobile approach, where there's going to be incremental hardware improvements within the generation.
I mean, on the console side, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's
Yeah,
that's
it's
weird.
sort of a weird thing.
Because that kind of would be like the prices would never go down. They would always stay up.
You always want the most expensive one
Yeah.
because it's the best. Well, so what they're saying is like, oh, this is different from releasing new consoles in the sense that they'll all be backwards and forwards compatible. But the better ones will be able to play stuff better. And it's like, well, isn't that how PCs are basically?
Yeah.
That is true.
So like one of their showcases was a Forza 6 Apex, I think they called it. It's being developed simultaneously for PC and Xbox One because it's like they rewrote the engine to be a universal Windows application. Does this so what do you think is happening here? There's a lot of people saying different stuff. Some people is like, well, this is the end of the Xbox One then, right? Because
Maybe that's why they named it like that. So that would be like now the 2, 3 through
now
whatever can come out.
they can release all the way up to 359
Pretty much.
before it gets confusing once again.
It's like, oh no, it's the Xbox 360 again. No. Red Ring Fear. Red Ring Fear.
Yeah, there's a lot of like I think so they didn't exactly say what their hardware plans are, so we don't know that this means incremental new hardware. But that's what it kind of that's what it sounds like right now. And it's like, why?
Because then you can have an upgradable console.
But why?
Because reasons, Tropical. Because reasons. That's how this industry works. Because reasons.
I can't see anyone buying a new Xbox every year in the way that people buy a new iPhone every year, though.
I don't even buy a new iPhone every year, so no.
Or like every 2 years. People buy
I don't know.
new.
It's like on the one hand, I could see
haven't bought a new phone in
I
like
could
4
see it
years.
as like a easier alternative to PC gaming though, just because a console is always going to be more convenient than a PC because you don't have to worry about all the
I mean, it would kind
interchangeable
of
stuff.
depend on the price, though, because
Not, I mean, if you get one, yeah, but it's not. Not really. The price of a PC gaming machine is like really high anyway, so it's kind of the same thing. It's just a matter of like, would you like to upgrade your graphics, yes or no? And then if so, oh, just get a new Xbox One because it's way easier. So, because it plays the same games anyway. So,
You think GameStop is celebrating at this then?
no, definitely not.
You don't think they're like jumping around like, oh, it's gonna be awesome. Now every time they release a new
That
Xbox,
is
which
going
will
to
be more frequent,
a
we'll just run our
major headache
our
in a
deals.
retail environment of like
Is it
explaining
though?
the different iterations.
Because they don't really explain anything now, so it's just gonna be like for them, it's just like, yay, we
Oh,
get
you
to
say that in
sell
RPG.
for money,
Just remember the
money, my
Xbox
dear
360
boy.
Core versus Elite versions.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody ever explaining them, like ever. I remember going into a store and they're like, yeah, just buy this console
Yeah, you
because
basically
it has
just push
Microsoft
the
on it.
one that you think is the best,
Yeah,
which is what
they
people did.
They
And
could
so
never
they would
care.
push the one that didn't have Connect unless the person seemed like they want Connect. Then it's like, well, that's $50 more for us.
Yay. Money, my dear boy. Money. So,
Well, okay, so first of all, is this the end of the Xbox One? Like, what is the point of buying an Xbox One? First of all, like, if you can get the games on a PC. And second of all, if,
an Xbox 2 is coming soon.
yeah,
It's not the end of Xbox One because I mean even if you can play it on PC, people who are getting it on console play it on console because it's more easier. And then like even though there's more versions of Xbox One coming, that doesn't mean like they said it's forward compatible, so you don't need the new versions to play the current software. If it's a Windows whatever you called it
But it won't
app,
be pretty.
universal
so yeah,
whatever
I
whatever.
wonder how, for example, a gamer would react to that. It's like, oh no. Because, in the past, let's say, in year one of the Xbox One, you buy it because you're like, okay, I'm buying the Xbox One. Why? Because I like Gears of War. There is no Gears of War game right now, but there will be. I'm sort of assured that there will be Gears of War. There will be Halo. There will be this stuff. So it's okay if I buy it now and play. I'll just try these games that are out for now. But I'm really buying it for Gears in the future. With this model, then it's like I should just wait until Gears is about to come out, and then buy the best Xbox One at the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you can always like trade in too, so it's like you could always just subsidize whatever version of the Xbox you have for the one that you want to get. And there's always going to be some stupid promotion to be like, oh, get this much off on the next version of the Xbox if you trade in this version of the Xbox for it.
And this
But then
is why.
I think the thing that's going to be confusing on this is like what are they going to do with Xbox Live? Because if I'm playing on PC, I expect to like not pay for stupid online yada yada yada.
So here was a interesting thing where, and I just think this is totally the wrong answer, but like Aaron Greenberg has been responding to people. People have been asking, say, how come you don't have to pay for Xbox Live on Windows 10, but you do on other things? And he said basically his response was the business models are totally different. And it's like that is a weird response to give people. So what you're saying is because my PC costs more, I don't have to pay it, and my console costs less. And since I've saved money, I might as well give some of it to you. Like that that doesn't make sense to me.
This is really
Like
interesting though, because it seems like on paper that like their software sales will go up, but their hardwares are gonna like sales probably like are gonna tank off of this.
Yeah, that I agree because now that I know that, well, not immediately right now because my PC can't run any of them, but in the future,
It's like,
I
yeah,
am
just,
now
like, wait for a PC
interested.
that plays that, and then it'll be
Yeah,
like since like in like historically PCs are always superior to console anyway. It's like they're probably gonna have to catch up on that side, and like yeah, it's not gonna be worth it to buy an Xbox in the future. Especially with the live situation and the answer that the dude just gave, of like, oh, it's a completely different business model. It's like, whatever, dude.
you saved money, and that's because of us pricing it cheaper. So you should give some of that back to us. It's like what are you talking? Just man, everything Microsoft does seems they always lead with how it benefits Microsoft. They never lead with how it benefits the user. Like, oh, it'll have TV and there won't be discs anymore. Yay,
Oh
DRM.
man, what about like in the
We want to
future
be
for
in the
like
living
the
room.
like HoloLens versions of these that come out, if they're like priced at the same price as like a HTC Vive? It's like, oh yeah, you thought this was a great idea, huh? Yeah. Oh well, here's the pricing, guys. Yeah, have fun with that.
Well, I
Xbox
mean,
Two, $800.
yeah, phones are pretty expensive now. I'm thinking about it. They are more than consoles. It's like
Oh, that
ridiculous.
is true. See, now I'm just thinking about like my first reaction was just like the prices are never gonna go down. This is the end. No, damn it.
That's why you buy. Yeah, I think more and more it makes sense to just get a PS4 and a PC.
And whatever Nintendo's doing
Yeah.
as your companion console, because like it always some kind of weird shenanigans going on in Microsoft. I don't know what's going on over there sometimes. I just don't know, man.
It's gonna be at least like 10 years before I buy another computer, and it's like I've been holding out for so long, and now it's like the VR nonsense of like, well, it's $1,000 to get one of these. It's like, oh, they just don't come down. What happened to the good old days? Oh, seriously.
Which reminds me, I am overdue for like a new phone now. It's been years now. I think I can finally get a new one. Let's go ahead and drop those $700. That's gonna be happening. America.
Well, so that is happening in the console world. What do you think it means for the console, like the somewhat meaningless but also fun, like console wars?
That they've given up. I don't.
For
I
example,
don't know.
like Eurogamer's Digital Foundry, when they do Face Off, they basically take the two versions on consoles and then say like which one runs better. At some point, if there's a whole bunch of Xboxes, then it's like,
Here's your Xbox
well, the Xbox one
comparisons,
does
all
like,
6 of them.
yeah, if you buy the Super Xbox or the Ultra Xbox, like it's much
Mega
better.
Xbox 3. The blue version.
I mean, do you think it gets to a place where people look at it as like, well, right now at this moment in time, the Ultra Xbox, it costs a bit more, but it is like so much more powerful than the PS4.
I think it would be one of those things where like they would take the high end version of like whatever the highest end Xbox is on the market and the low end version of like the launch version.
Mhm.
They'd be like, these are the two extremes.
Oh,
that
they
we're
would
gonna-
compare those.
Yeah, we're like these are the two that we're gonna take because you're either someone that bought one at launch and you're not upgrading, or you're a person that like just got the nice, fancy, hot sexiness of the best one ever Xbox, and we'll compare them against the non-upgradable PS4 and whatever PC, blah blah blah.
Although this will probably make me more hesitant to even buy an Xbox One now, though, because it's
Yep.
like initially I
So
was
after I heard
planning
that, I
on
was like, this is
getting
why I
one
never bought a
eventually,
cell
but
phone
now
and
I'm
never
like,
will because they just keep making them
yeah, because
better.
like look how long it's taking me to like upgrade my cell phone, and it's like I'm like I don't know if I'm on board with this, because then it's like I can't keep
And the
upgrading
pricing
my
is terrible,
console.
as I've mentioned. Where it's like, oh, you want a new one? $500. It's like, but wait, it doesn't do anything better. You're just
It's like
gouging
it
me.
looks slightly better. That doesn't. Why am I
It's
doing
okay. We'll
this?
come up with another one in 12 months and just charge as much as this one. So, haha, suck it
That's-
again.
So now I'm just like, this actually makes me more likely to buy whatever Nintendo's console is next now, because I'm like, oh, well, guess I won't be getting an Xbox now. So you're welcome, Nintendo. You're welcome.
I also wonder what it means for developers, because one of the convenient parts
Yeah, the
about
specs always do.
yeah, like iOS, designing for when there was only one iPhone, designing apps for the iPhone was way easier than designing apps for Android because there was more than one Android phone. And the iPhone is just like, oh, there it is. PS4, same thing. It's like the hardware is never going to change. It's in there already. So you make your game for that hardware and you know what everyone else is going to get.
Because the fact that it's like backwards and forwards compatible kind of almost makes it seem like they're just gonna make it like optimized for like the lowest version of the Xbox and then just kind of just put it on all of them. But then that kind of defeats the purpose of having,
Yeah.
all these. So now it's like, how is that gonna work? Because it's like, are they gonna make like 6 different versions of this game to make sure it's like optimized on each one, or like how does that work?
Well, I imagine what it's going to be like is basically like how PC gaming is. So you have your minimum requirements, which is basically an Xbox One, and then if you surpass them, then you can like crank up different effects and stuff. And maybe for the console market, they won't, it'll do it automatically. It'll just be like, oh, you have Xbox 320, and then it like cranks up all of the graphic settings to whatever level those are supposed to be at for that level of hardware. Because like that button exists in PC games too. You can just hit use recommended settings, and somehow it knows like, okay, you have this graphics card and this CPU and this much memory, and so we'll do it like this, and you should get a pretty good experience this way.
It's like magic, except it's science and
Kind
math.
of.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah. Me
Like,
neither. I saw it as like, this was the big news for from last week. There was rumors that it was going to be like Steam is going to be on Xbox One
Yeah, I saw
because
you
there
tweet
was
something
a
weird. I was like, "What are you talking about, Chuck? I haven't seen anything about that."
because it there was like some people found xbox.steampower.com and they're like, oh, does this mean Steam is coming? Like Xbox One is going to be
Strategical,
a
after
Steam
you said this,
box?
this makes me like super sad and depressed because I like every time like someone from Valve comes on the Microsoft stage at E3, I'm like, oh no, what's going to what's going to happen? So now it's like, and then like what happened last time where it was like Valve and Microsoft teamed up for something. And I was like, man, Microsoft really can just buy whatever they want. I can't remember what it was because like Gabe Newell was on the stage or something. I don't remember what happened, but it was like I was sad and I was like, man, Microsoft really can just do whatever they want because they have so much money. Oh. I can't remember what it was. Chris has. I'll have to look it up.
Well, it was like Left 4 Dead and Orange Box. Like that was only, or Left 4 Dead was only on Xbox.
No, it was like after the Portal 2 thing because like they were like, oh, they were like, cause it was like a PS3 thing where it's like, oh, we're gonna give PS3 to users, blah 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 blah. But then like there was something after that that happened where like they came on and talked about something. I can't remember what it was now, but I was like, no. And
Huh.
that's some reaction. Not to look it up for whatever.
Yeah, this is very strange. Like it makes sense, I think, from their perspective.
Well, it makes total sense from a business
Because
standpoint. But
yeah,
just,
it's like, well, we have Windows as a platform. We have our own store on there. If we can't sell a ton of copies of our game on Xbox One because no one is buying our system, then we should sell it on that store and make some more money that way. And then from there, it's like, you know what? We should do that with all the games. Then people will totally make games for Xbox One because it's like they're getting an Xbox One version for free when they make a PC game. So yeah, I guess like from that angle, it does make sense for developers too, because like if you're making a PC game anyway, you're already testing it on a ton of configurations. So might as well get a free Xbox One version in there as well. But the other way though, if you're an Xbox One developer, is like now I have to write it for like a PC style type thing, and it has to run on multiple different configurations of Xbox One. It's like, this is not why I got into console development. I don't know.
Man, I can't wait until E3. Gonna be fun.
Oh, so yeah, I guess we'll end on a rumor. I guess like No Man's Sky pre-orders popped up early, and it's $60 coming out June 21st.
Right after E3.
Yeah, right after E3. Well, so the big thing out of that was everyone, not everyone. There's a vocal minority, maybe. I don't know if they're a minority actually, but they're like, what? It should not be $60. What do you
Why
think?
not?
Because it's an indie game, I guess.
I mean,
I haven't followed their reasoning.
there's a lot of things that are technically indie games. I mean, everything's not backed by some big publisher or something. Because, I mean,
see, as we have yet to see anything substantial in that game, I don't know how you could make that judgment.
Well, the people defending the price are basically saying, the sheer size of the game, which is a galaxy worth of stars and planets, of course it's $60. In fact, that might be too cheap.
I mean, I guess it would kind of depend on. Well, yeah, I think like Tech was saying though, we haven't really seen like a bunch in terms of information. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't even know. I still don't even know what type of game it actually is. So it's like,
They let off really heavily on just sort of the novelty of, hey, this is an entire galaxy.
I mean, it's not like
Look how
it's
big
not
it
like
is.
it's not like it's more than 60, which is like the standard price of a game anyway. It's not like they're like,
yeah,
oh,
just
it's
about to say,
$120.
yeah.
It's twice as much of a normal game. It's that awesome. Oh.
It's like it's the same amount that they
It's like,
charge for
chill the
every
F out,
game that's
seriously.
ever been released like
Yeah.
these past couple of generations. Like, what's the problem?
It's like, oh yeah, it's $0 more than the MSRP. Please stop with the insanity.
It's like this isn't a new thing, guys. Games have been $60 for like years now.
It's like,
It's
yeah, have you
like,
not bought any new $60 games off the shelf like in the
I guess
last
the
10
other
years?
reasoning someone had was the team is small. I was like,
why
so
would-
what he's saying
This is such a
is
like double standard of like
Yeah,
indies
it's like-
can't do this.
Like,
even
when
what
it's
is-
hundreds of people,
Yeah.
they need to charge $60 because they need to pay hundreds of people. When it's like 11 people, they don't need to make that much money.
it's like
They
if
can just charge
spend money to
$10 because it's
game,
only
like-
11 people who have to eat off of it.
But
don't
Jonathan,
think
Blow
people
can totally
realize-
sell The Witness for 40, which is like 20 less. But that's it's
Well,
like
they
one
also
dude.
complained about that one too. They're just like, that's too expensive because it's yeah. In that case, it was like it's an indie title,
But I mean, it's
so
like
they're like, it shouldn't be 40. It should be 10.
See, this is the problem with indie games. Is like the definition that some people use is like, well, indie games are only XYZ dollars. That's not the case.
Indie
like,
games
don't-
are cheap.
Yeah, indie games are
don't-
cheap.
It's not
indie
cheap,
games
then
just
it's not an indie.
qualify from anything from like an independent developer. Because I mean, like, there's a lot of them out there. It's
Yeah,
not just
like one that doesn't
some big name ones too. It's not like they're all just
that's not owned by their publisher.
yeah.
Although I feel like, wait, has anyone played The Witness?
No.
No one. I feel like The Witness, like they charged what they thought people would pay for it. Because he probably sat around like, yeah, I think people will buy it for $40.
Seems like a good price. Let's do that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Unless a game comes out and it costs more than $60, I feel like you really shouldn't like. It's like seriously, guys, we've been doing this for years now. It's like this isn't like a new occurrence. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, it's weird.
Which is why I'm waiting for the Division to become less than $60 when I buy it, because I could get it at day one for 60, but I know it's going to go down in price because it's published by Ubisoft. So yeah.
Yeah, then there's always that too. It's like just if you have an issue with the price, just wait until it drops. It's like there's no one's holding a gun to your head and like, hey, you have to buy this game on release day. So if you don't, then I'm gonna come to your house and shoot you in your sleep or something. It's like just wait for the price. Like, this is not this is not a new concept, guys. This is not a new concept. Like,
Have you guys heard that? Like, Jonathan Blow was saying something like 90% of people playing The Witness on PC pirated it,
Wow, I didn't see that.
and
people.
and it feels like that was a backlash. You know, like pirates get all self-righteous every once in a while. It's like $40, that's too much for The Witness, and then they go steal it. Or like, in the case of Spore, was like, we hate this DRM, and then everyone stole Spore. I don't know if No Man's Sky is coming out on PC day and date.
I feel like they're just making up. These people who pirate stuff are just making up excuses because really, you're still a terrible person for stealing this game. Like you can't justify your theft. Don't try. So it's like, yeah, don't get self-righteous. You're a thief. Simple as that. There's no justification for it. So, like I said, if you have an issue with the price, don't buy it. It's like it's pretty simple. You don't have to spend your money on things, guys. It's like it's like such a simple concept. Just don't buy it if you don't. like I don't understand. I don't understand the issue. Like I don't understand.
playing devil's advocate, I believe the response is, "But I want it, and since I can get it."
Well, then, if you want it so badly, then you pay the retail price for it. It's like don't complain about the price and then go and still buy it anyway, because then why are you complaining? Because you were going to buy it anyway. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it's dumb for people to be all like, no, $60 is too much for a game that I've been paying for the same price for everything I have been playing for the past 2 generations of games. No.
I like chickens. It's $0 over the
Playing.
MSRP.
Like what is happening right now? Gosh, gamers are the worst. This is why we all get such a bad rap, because people like this. People like this. They ruin it for all of us. Like,
Well, that's the news. We're in March. That means Daredevil Season 2 is coming soon. Oh,
I know. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is back this month,
16 days.
Yay.
16 days.
Yay.
Okay, I'm looking. I just googled the whole. I typed into Google E3 Xbox Valve, and there's like apparently last summer or something, or maybe last E3 they talked about like a VR partnership with Microsoft. I don't know if that's it. Whatever.
Hmm.
I'm trying to find out what it was I was so upset about.
It would have to be like
There
couple
is a
ones.
VR partnership because they own Windows. But, I don't think there's like an Xbox specific one.
I have to go look through all my old tweets now. Yeah.
While he does that, thank you for joining us again. We'll be back next week, most likely. To find out if that is true or not, follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And check out the new aimlesspodcast.com to download the podcasts.
Please everywhere.
Anything to say before we sign off, RPG?
Keep on making them babies and using them for war. Child soldiers for the win, guys. Child soldiers for the win.
Alright, so yeah, just a recap on the scoreboard. Score 1 for Tekken as he goes up 7, 3 in the disputed column to Tropicals 2, and RPG 0. So, yeah.
I'm never finishing anything. Yay!
7 to 10. Versus 2.
I said 2.
No, I meant you have 7 or 10.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's it until next episode, or whenever you see her from us again. Aimless Babble-Z, and we're now signing off.